talk offline with you about that, but I think in order
You
to be
think 3
competitive
years
in
would
today's
be-
labor
I
market,
think-
you know.
I would think that, it makes sense, but I would think that having
I
been
don't know.
involved with looking at the
budget
monies for
person
this
still
year,
said-
Yes,
you know, I
right,
think
yes.
that, I think
Well,
to
yes.
move forward with what we proposed for this year, knowing that
it
next
falls
year
in
at
the
budget
line
time,
with our
we're gonna
budget.
be talking about this, and maybe at that point, we could really look at the reality of offering it earlier, so
Yes,
that's.
great.
Thank you.
Okay, so I, all, we have done with that, we have to vote.
Yeah.
All in favor? Let's see, settlement discharge tax collector.
That's us, changing places.
Um,
Suzette and Ruby changing places, they have to settle out
Oh.
from one treasurer to another,
Okay, so
just a formality.
just formality. Is that you guys are okay with all these figures here? Imagine you
created
worked in them.
Yes, they created.
So there's two different ones? There's one for personal property and one's for,
No, just one for each year.
oh, for each
There's
year.
a settlement and then behind it there's a recommitment.
Oh, one for each year.
And then there's a county one.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I make a motion, we accept Suzette's figures on certificate of settlement for 2021 and 2022. Do I have a second? Discussion? All in favor? This interest is really slow.
Better.
Bank letter.
It's taking my name off from the account. There's two.
There's a bazillion accounts, aren't there? But
It says
everything-
all accounts.
Oh,
They need two
we
copies.
need two?
Do we need to sign both these sheets?
There's two sheets that you need
Yeah.
to
Yes,
send
we
both.
did, send them back, oh. I didn't see if there were two sheets. There's something that said sign here twice.
Good. Let me get
Oh,
her,
okay.
it should, oops, sorry.
Okay. So, as far as the shoreline zoning ordinance we skipped over, doesn't the select board have to approve of it to have it posted with a warrant, or do they have a few more weeks to get that to us? Because we're signing the warrant today, but when does the warrant have to be posted? 14 days before?
7 days prior to the meeting.
7 days prior, so up until then, they can do a few tweaks to it.
Did they sign the
So, but they have to come to our next
Yeah.
meeting.
You gotta put it on the agenda.
Yeah.
That was,
This one's gonna go back.
Suzette.
Yeah.
So did you motion to send the bank letter?
Not, wait, we're still doing this. We're doing these letters.
All right, make sure I can send them.
You'll date these letters?
So if they come out next meeting, it's still sufficient?
The shoreline zoning, yes, because that's a separate document from the warrant. The warrant just says to approve the shoreline zoning as written, correct? As what they're seeing. And it's gonna have all that red and blue, because it's very confusing.
You gotta show it to me.
Okay, so we need motion to sign the bank letters to remove Renee from all the accounts.
Yes. I'll make that motion.
Second? Discussion? All in favor?
You would send your name like a bigger account?
That's right, now you're in trouble.
Take the money and run, yeah.
Just keep rubbing it, they've been rubbing in it all day.
Renee, you also have on there to add new account?
But what?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
I thought I did, I couldn't
Yep,
remember.
no, she's on there.
You wrote them.
Oh, I thought I did.
Yeah.
Where?
Carol, Dan, Ruby, and you, that's the four you have.
I'll add it to
been
the
a long
motion to
week,
remove
isn't
Renee.
it?
Now,
that.
for the big and final signed annual town meeting warrant notice of election.
Ooh.
Ooh, Where's the warrant?
It's the back of our packet.
It's
I'm used to having you hand these to me.
Multiple
I have it all
page.
laid out.
Jenny, what is all this? We gotta do these at the end. All lined up, well, you don't have me trained well. I'm different. Oh, yes, that's extra. Okay, so we're just doing the back. Do we get to
That's
see the
what
front
that's-
at all?
Well, you can, this there if you wanna see them. There have been some recent law changes in what we sent ahead from our attorney about the dealing with tax acquired property and how you dispose of it. So there may be a change in one of these articles.
Oh,
So-
so we're doing the back in case there's any changes, because she's leaving. There might be something we have to tweak on the warrant before it gets
Right.
posted.
Yeah, that, the way that you handle it now is, might not work with the state law anymore, so it needs to go to
Is
the
it
attorney
changing to our favor or against us, do you know?
against us.
Mm.
Is it- Yeah, it's in
Changing
favor of.
between now and August 2nd?
Yeah, it was put in, signed into an emergency law by the governor,
On June 30th,
June 30th.
and you may have two articles to deal with
Yeah,
that.
because you gotta deal with sewer lien foreclosure property too, which we don't have any articles
Yeah.
that deal with that.
Oh, okay.
But Suzette's aware of it, she's gonna
Okay.
be in contact with the town attorney.
So
Only 59 articles at this time, really?
I make
Yeah.
a motion that we sign the warrant as written.
Second.
Discussion. I think we just have to take in mind that there may be a couple extra articles added,
Yes.
but at least she has the signature page.
And she would send the changes to you.
Yep.
Okay.
Who seconded, Rachel?
All in favor?
Now, is this the warrant and the election?
Yes.
Okay, all in one motion, got it. That's just a message from the select board.
Hey, Dan, will you take over for a second? I gotta go get something on this. Got something for other business. You said you would email these people. That's the message from the selectmen.
Would you like me to read this while you have it?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, my goodness, this week, more than I've talked in years. Okay, this past year has been extremely busy for us as we have worked with the influx of newcomers to Lubec, some who decided this would be a good place to live. We welcome their energy and have included many in committees whose job it is to work toward the future without losing our much-loved small-town feel. Working on infrastructure has been our overriding task this year. We have purchased equipment to better service our roads and have begun working on cleaning up our sidewalks. There were many surprises there. A small but dedicated group is working on the comprehensive plan, and this will set the framework for future tasks and give clarity to our vision for the next 10 years. We are also happy to report that at long last, the safe harbor will begin this fall. This will at long last protect our boats from maritime disaster. Last but not least, we are sad to say goodbye to our beloved Renee, who has accepted a job as county manager. She has been a calm but strong voice advocating for this town. We will miss her, but wish her well in this new venture.
Thank you.
We will
Can we sign it?
sign,
No, make a
Carol.
motion.
make a motion.
Second.
All in favor? Hey, guys. Poor Jason. He said he thought Christmas was bad with trash. He said he's never seen anything like the 4th of July. He's on double and triple duty today, that's why he's not here at work.
Yeah.
I hate to have the warrant not signed with the oil sort.
There you go.
Well, we have this little certificate here that we want to give someone special. And so I would like, to make a motion that we all sign it. Okay. Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor? We'll sign it first. tried to send
Sure,
it
sure.
neatly.
Tell our lovely audience what it is you're saying.
When we're done
Oh, when we're
singing it,
done.
and you can do it.
You're all getting stale pizza and cake.
That's right.
When is
it's
that
a
pass
cake.
sale?
It's really not that.
We know you're looking out for a stamp.
Yeah.
You were supposed to be for my certificate. You're really good at it.
So will you call and tell us any juicy gossip that goes on there?
No.
Because that's what we really want to know.
I'll still be waving in red.
It's okay to call
Fords.
your
If it's, if it's public knowledge, sure.
I'll see you
Yeah,
before.
Yeah.
This is a certificate of recognition presented to Renee Gray in recognition of your 21 years of dedicated service to the town of Lubec. And I'd like to be able to get Jason to sign it. I'll get him to sign it, and we'll get it to you,
Yeah,
okay?
somebody will have to deliver
I
it.
don't like that blank one.
Send somebody to deliver it to me, they can get Duncan.
With your,
Okay,
with your
that's
present
right.
that didn't come in the mail.
That's right.
Thank you,
Um,
guys.
Thank
Thank you so much, Renee. And so public comment, okay, Barbara?
Last year, I think Jim Clark was still here, and the state introduced the stabilization program. And people of a certain age and had owned property in the state of Maine for 10 years, they were going to tax, that's what would happen with their taxes. I came into the town office over a month and a half ago and asked if we had heard anything, and I was told no. I ask your indulgence because I'm going to share with the ladies in the office. It says, regarding approval of property tax stabilization application program. Dear taxpayer, this went to a taxpayer in Trescott. The application to place your property located at, and I'm not going to tell you where, in the property tax stabilization program has been received by Maine Revenue Service. This notice is to inform you that based on our review of all relevant information at Maine Revenue Service, has approved your application to the program for the tax year 2023. For the April 1st, 2023 tax year, the property taxes billed to your property will be stabilized at the amount you were billed for the property for April 1, 2022 tax year. The stabilization amount of your property in a given amount, taxes assessed on the property in excess of the stabilized amount you will be paid by the state. No payment is due at this time. It says you will be billed for stabilization amount in early August with payment due on October the 1st. And then in the last paragraph, it's basically telling you that every year you have to fill it out. And it has to be filled out this year by December 2023. My first question is, why has nobody in Lubec received these if we filled them out last year? And then here is the actual applications that people can pick up in Whiting at the town office, but we don't have them.
Well,
This is important to the people who are,
I think that should be in the hands of our assessor, Jackie, and
this letter, this person received, Carol, was on May 23rd,
This is
2023.
last year's application.
They're still giving them out.
Yeah, they're probably good for 20, they can give them out, but I don't have the 23. We filled it out.
Yeah, I know.
Right here, it says,
we all filled it.
stabilization application, filing deadline was December 1st, 22. Next year's application will not be in, next year's application will be in August of 23.
Okay.
So Suzanne, how come none of the people that
Why we
filled out
haven't
the
gotten any
application
notice?
not get a letter?
I don't know.
I don't
That's
think
the
it's
assessor.
Suzette or
It's
Renee, it
Augusta's
comes
problem,
back to
right?
Jim or it comes back to our new assessor.
Assessor's
That
in
paperwork
charge.
has to go from Jim to the state.
Yeah, Jim was the one that got those
Yeah.
applications.
No, it was up to Jackie, because they were due by December 1st.
Was Jackie working
I can't
as
remember
our
exactly.
assessor then? Well, you know what, Barbara, it's an incredibly good point. It involves a lot of us people.
I know she's focusing on the revaluation too.
I didn't hear you, Renee.
She's also focusing on trying to get the revaluation complete.
I will certainly get to the bottom of it.
I realize that the state is now worrying how they're gonna do this, but if we don't follow through, the people that
Absolutely.
did fill it out.
I didn't know anybody was getting a letter, so I'm really glad you brought it to our attention. It certainly personally involves myself and other people that I
Yeah.
care about, so
Yeah.
I certainly will follow up with that.
Thank you, Carol, very
I
much.
did, and yes, and I did have a copy, I think it's black, somehow redact those people's numbers,
Yes, I
you know.
did.
I'd
I
like
can
to have
make
a copy of it.
but I can't do
So
that.
we forgot to appoint all these people we just hired, but they need to be appointed to their positions, very important, so I'd like to appoint, it's appointed, right? I'm looking here, Suzette as town administrator, and Suzette as register of voters, and Suzette as deputy general assistant administrator. Want to do that? Penny Sprague as town clerk, Penny Sprague as deputy general assistant administrator, Penny Sprague as E911, Ruby Fry as treasurer, Ruby Fry as tax collector, Ruby Fry as general assistant administrator. Let's see, Ruby Fry as deputy revolving loan administrator. Who's the major revolving loan
That
administrator?
is still that.
I didn't see that in there.
She hasn't.
Oh, you're
Right,
still that.
She's already that.
Ruby Fry is alternate E911. Robert Hood is emergency management director, and Richard Huntley as junior, as road manager.
What are your
I'll second all those motions.
Okay, discussion? Discussion, all in favor? All right, start signing. We only need
that?
3
TV
signatures in
production
one.
work in one of these?
No.
So I'm gonna keep that and get Jason, who's right out
So we
there.
just start that.
Oh,
Penny
yes.
make it for you?
I think all 3 of them had a hand in this. And I even tried to do something with it, and I did not do it at all.
You got a question from the public?
And
Do you remember the time when I came up here, we were talking about $500 that Bingley Woods?
yes,
Okay.
for what?
$500 check that he cashed and he never got a call.
Oh, yes, I do remember that.
We've had a certified mail sent, registered mail, and priority, and we still haven't received anything, and we were talking about going to small claims court.
Yeah,
Yes.
Carol volunteered to do it.
Oh, I know that.
Yes, Carol.
Yeah, it's such good.
We'd
Well,
like to pursue that if possible.
See, I will get to
let's
see you at the courthouse.
Put it this way. If I'm here on August 2nd, I'll certainly do it.
I hope you are.
We all do.
I do like going to small claims, but I used to do it in California. And did you get it back from him though, that he received it? See, that's the important thing. You have to have the return receipt or you can't prove he got it.
Priority mail shows it was delivered.
If you certified return receipt, you might get a green card back or you get the loan back.
Yes.
Then we turn around and we sent it priority mail, which just requires that it's notified it's left at the box.
Right.
So we'll have to see, I'll have to look at how to do the small claims court to see what they require. If they require a signature that they've received it or
During one
not.
of those celebrations.
I will look at that in
Work on some
between
woodwork or
selling
something.
mailbox tickets and doing this other stuff here you want me to do. Thank you.
Yes.
That's too bad, really. Anyway, there are some whales. So if you were appointed, you all have to,
Wait, these
swear
guys are-
yourselves
yes,
in.
there-
Yeah,
there
there's one
are-
that needed to go to
Wait, he's gotta go the other way,
Yeah.
hang on, I screwed up.
And
He's
I
gotta
wanna,
go
I
that
wanna
way.
congratulate the celebration
And then
committee, I
this
see
is-
there's some of them here.
That's
So that's good, okay, so that's good, these are
Unbelievable. The celebration committee went above and beyond, just incredible.
They did a wonderful job.
Incredible.
On behalf of the Women's Garden Club, the Lubec Garden Club, thanks to everybody. We had a great time. I know the city went out of their way, the celebration committee went out of their way. That hill almost killed me, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. You know,
Just when you think you're at the end.
Do you want to announce the fireworks?
Did you already?
Oh, yes, the fireworks, unfortunately, they came all the way out with the fireworks, and at the time, there was thunder, lightning, rain, and he couldn't put them out. He was not, you're not allowed to go out on a barge in the middle of the water with any kind of thunder and lightning. So I talked to Wanda and she said, all right, could they do September 16th? Because that's their next celebration, which is the little Pirates Festival for the children. It's really turned into a children's festival, and I got on the phone with the owner of the Pyrotex, and he said, absolutely, that we'll do that. So, I understand there was some great fireworks last night in town.
There were.
So-
Well, they were
It was
loud.
nice. Oh, and I also said that we want 4th of July next year, please. So I'm working on that, getting it on 4th of July, yeah. Yes.
To that end, we are so fortunate that merchants and just general folks in town were so generous and helped us with gift certificates and products, so that really helped us with the 4th of July.
Did you really did you have a tally of everything you've gotten? Did you do
Well,
well?
we've got an unofficial number, but the treasurer has to review that first, so next meeting maybe.
Oh,
I could
good.
release it to you.
That is wonderful. And you did such a great job of Memorial Day service as well. I was very impressed.
Oh, thank you.
They did all the, between that and the Historical Society, it was really, really nice. And I never used to take any of the holidays off, now all 3 of them come off. I just, life is too short. I just have to hide from my whale watch office, and I went to the memorial service, and then I went to the fire. Oh my golly, the little babies in the, off the record, the little babies in the, all of the, dressed up in their little, unbelievable. Every single one of them were just like, all first prize to me, all of them. They were so good. Did you see them?
Yes.
Oh, they were so amazing. Wow. I'm sorry the kids didn't get to see the fireworks. I feel bad. Of course, did it clear up now?
Yes.
We
Some-
did give a whole pile.
Is this all of them?
No,
I
the
feel like
rest of them
there's
are in
enough.
this pile, but they're all signed by everybody.
They got 3 of them?
Yeah.
3 in the other?
Yeah, they got all 4 of them.
Alrighty.
Anything else?
I
One
don't know.
quick question,
Yes, go ahead.
double checking one thing. So tomorrow when I call to complain about Lyons Road, who do I talk to, Mr. Huntley?
Yes.
Oh, good, okay.
4392.
Go on.
He's taking tomorrow off.
Somebody can get the big bucks.
Poor guy.
You're welcome, Ruby.
You gotta come take a look at those potholes, please.
We've looked at them, there's not a thing we can do until we get some dry weather.
Oh, how many days of dry weather do you need?
When
A
will
couple,
that
a
be?
couple.
Couple, we
A
haven't
couple
had any
would be-
dry
It's
weather.
coming, it's coming,
Yes.
yeah.
Because, one day my car's just gonna be in a pothole.
Yeah.
Maybe next week.
Sun's
Mr. Huntley, okay, next week.
out in the garden. Isn't that weird?
But we did go up and look at it.
Yeah, we're downhill like dirt in spots.
That entry's always good.
Yeah.
Did you vote on the job description? 'Cause I don't have it.
I'll do it
Yeah.
right now.
We
Well,
run out of
I don't have it in the
places to
minutes.
Oh,
I just have it you reviewed.
I could be in like
Yeah,
a
we need to
race
vote
at
on
this
the new
point.
one.
I'm
I
getting
don't see
good.
this sign.
I mean,
Oh, she thinks I can't find it.
No, they haven't been accepted.
You could
yet.
talk to Kennedy, he could fill it up with pulverized glass. Right? So, can I make a motion for you, Karen? To accept the new job description?
Yes, please.
I'll make a motion that we accept the job descriptions as we've altered.
I'll second that we accept all that.
All in favor? I don't know where, this one needs to be signed. I think they should be put in that place now. Penny must have took the sign
Yes,
one.
we turn off the spray fan and
Okay.
to the driver's house.
We just need Penny's signed one.
There's nowhere to maneuver.
I don't, I have the other signed ones. I think they should go in the file, personnel file.
You go up straight
So
back.
she's never signed it again.
Okay, is that it?
It's dirt road.
That is it. We'll make a
Motion
motion
to
to adjourn, yes.
A second.
To adjourn. All in favor?
That's a wrap, Lubec.
Thank you very much. Oh, cake for everybody, please.
Yes, please take some cake.
Some cake, please.
Minimum pizza.
All right, here's all the rest of the secret.
Has anybody tried to buy Dixie